Hey guys, we're taking a quick look at the 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness trim. Now, this little guy's actually really nice. Let's take a look at some of the things. Well, first, the blue paint. That color looks really nice in this Subaru, as well as you'll see some little kind of gold accents. They're not just on the outside, but they're actually on the inside as well, which makes it a nice little touch. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So with this model, with it being the Wilderness, we do have an added ground clearance on this compared to the standard models. And with this being kind of like their, again, it's more their off-road, as you can see, Subaru Wilderness. It's that brand that Subaru's, or line that Subaru's trying to develop more for that off-road rugged aspect to it. And you can see some suspension components there, some nice little springs and shocks and all the good stuff. But yeah, let me tell you, this wheel and tire package is really good. I was impressed at how quiet, again, with this being a more rugged aspect to it, it's extremely civilized on the road, which we'll see when we go for a ride. But I am really loving this design. It's not just, again, the color, but the lines are really good. I love the little accent down here. Again, we have that Outback on there, nice little touch, nice wheels. We get to the back, and this is massive. I was surprised at how much space is really available back here, and that kind of concerns me, because sometimes, well, first of all, the back looks nice. Sometimes when you go large in the back seats, in this case, you lose nothing. That's the biggest thing, is a lot of these CUVs or station wagon kind of things, is it sacrifices one thing over the other, but there is a ton of space here. So we have a nice little plastic cover for all your, all your rugged, dirty stuff that you want to put. But yeah, that's actually really impressive to have that size. And again, we have more Wilderness badging, and we have some nice little gold accents. But overall, this guy looks really good. I am super impressed at how nice it drives as well. So yeah, let's go for a ride. So we're going in a quick trip in the 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness. Now, this is Outback, Subaru's like most rugged Outback that they've had. The Wilderness is their, like, kind of their high, it is their higher end off-road kind of capable, or just rugged kind of aspect to it. I will tell you, this is actually, now that I think of it, this is actually my first Subaru I've ever driven. Whether it's WRX or Outback or anything else, this is the first one I've driven. And I can tell you, this is nice. So a couple of things with this. So we do have higher ground clearance on this. We have a 9.5-inch ground clearance, which is good. Upgraded suspension, all-terrain tires. They do have an advanced X mode, which is their all-wheel drive system. And just kind of sitting in it, the seats are pretty comfortable. Yeah, there's this part that's like harder, but then like the sides are a little bit softer. And I gotta say, it's pretty comfortable. I'm pretty comfortable in this. The steering is nice. It's got a sporty feel to it as well. It's got these kind of like gold accents to it. So like anodized gold, and it's nice. It is on a blue color, which matches really well with it. But yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised at how nice this is. Because I've never driven a Subaru, but I feel very stable, even though it is a higher ground clearance, and I do feel like I'm sitting up higher. It's actually really comfortable, and I'm not feeling like I am top heavy. By all means, this feels very stable. And yeah, the power plant is pretty smooth. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I was kind of hoping to kind of stay there, but it definitely got it moving. And Back seat looks very comfortable, lots of space there. And again, with this being just kind of more of that rugged aspect to it, it definitely has a great feel. With this, there is a ton of textures. So there's a ton of materials, and there is a ton of different feels to the materials. Now, usually I'd be against that, but this was done really well. This was done really well to the point where like everything matches. Everything matches. I've had other SUVs that the colors and all these different textures are just not working well. This works well, and it's comfortable. It's actually pretty quiet too, unless you really get it going. And then, yeah, that's pretty surprising. This is pretty, and it's pretty agile too. Let's see the turning radius. Again, this is just a quick look, guys. I only have this literally for like 10 to 15 minutes, but first impression is really good. Yeah, that was pretty close. Like the turning radius was really, really good. It really, I had to open up or else I would have hit the median. So that was pretty good. Now let's see kind of their, okay, not bad. It is the CVT transmission, and you can hear it. It drones a little bit on the high end. It's not like these CVTs that have like a simulated gear. I would have liked that, because at that point I can, not have to manage a long drone of constant. But it wasn't bad. It's pretty agile. I'm surprised. One thing that I'm really noticing about this is I actually have a lot of visibility. Something that, it's one of those things where if the car has okay visibility, you won't notice it. You'll just think it's fine. If it has bad visibility, you'll really know. But just like this, when you know it has great visibility, you'll know as well. And this does. And I think that's what's making this so easy to drive. So I'm really, really loving this. It's, yeah. Good job on you, Subaru. So definitely, if you're looking for just like a mid-size kind of CUV, or maybe a little bit on the bigger CUV side, this is it. And nice big screen as well. So it does have some of the elements for like the ACR touch, which I'm sometimes iffy about, but not with this. This is actually really responsive. I haven't had any issues, with selecting the options that I want. And you do have some hard buttons here, which actually feel nice. They have a good button. And that beeping that you're probably hearing is it telling me stay in your lane. So yeah, pay attention, which is good. You have a lot of the safety things that you want in a car, especially if it's, for someone that is younger and you want them to make sure they're safe. It's a great vehicle. And yeah, it actually has these two little lights that keep flashing whenever I kind of go off a little bit on the line. Yeah, this has been a pretty good, impressive drive of the Subaru Outback Wilderness. Yeah, I'm impressed. Well, remember guys, find the right gear. In this case, this is CVT, so it's just like one long gear. See ya.